We went a little bit into the music career and everything. I mean, my man has made so many platinum hits, platinum albums, been uh, between Eve, between DMX, countless of plaques for DMX, and all the compilations, and working with so many other, Lil Wayne, right? Kanye, so many. What does he do and what does he feel about these different accolades, these different awards that he gets? So I found it very interesting. So our first clip is kind of his thought process with that.
This would be the first plaque I hung on my wall since I was like 18.
Wow.
I gave away everything else, Grammys, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like people get complacent with where they at with hanging all these things around. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't want to see that. I want to feel empty. I want to feel like I haven't done anything. I don't want to see all these things around me like as if I made it when I'm still hungry and I still have a lot to do and I still have a lot more to learn. I'm still a student.
Moose, start it off.
Yeah, I love the passion and the drive, man. And you know, for me, I think everyone really in our circle really prides themselves on being lifelong learners, because it's our way of staying dedicated to the craft, to the mission, to the calling, and looking for ways to continue to improve. So I like what he says. I want to continue to be a student. But another way you can look at this is what you did before no longer qualifies you, right? And that's kind of like that's what he's telling you, like, yo, don't put the plaques on the wall, because that's going to make me sit back and say, oh, look at all I've accomplished, or look at what I've done. But when you walk with the mentality of I'm only good as what I did yesterday or what I'm doing today, I think that definitely gives you a new level of focus and drive where you no longer rest on your laurels. Like, one of my favorite things that I've learned about the Last Dance, when we were, you know, in COVID or the beginning of COVID, everyone watching the Last Dance, it was MJ making up scenarios in his head about people, right, almost like dissing him or talking smack, because it got too easy. So he had to find ways to bring this savage out, which I love. So honestly, I'm definitely of the belief that, especially on your way to the top, or as others begin to recognize your accomplishments, you have to keep yourself grounded so that you can continue to reach your potential. But more importantly, it helps you stay grounded in who you are and protect your humility, because you don't want a lot of that to get to your head either. Like, oh, word, you know what? I looked up this stat. Yo, 350 million records sold worldwide. Crazy. He's contributed to so much, right? Like we said, DMX, the Rough Riders anthem, again, so many hits. 6 Grammy nominations, got a Grammy for On to the Next One, right? Like, he's done a lot. So I think that mentality of saying, get those things out of here, right? So that I can stay focused and humble, I thought that was powerful.
And so the crazy thing is, like, how do you not... Some people decorate their whole house with the plaques, whole house with the Grammys and everything like that. And he's like, nah, this is the first one since I started, right? And where some people may need that affirmation, may need that pat on the back, he's like, if I get that, that could lose some of my drive. That could lose some, because I'm going to look at it and be like, yo, I made it, right? And I'm looking at that like, oh, I'm about to take down a whole bunch of stuff. No, I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing pulled up. But what I was thinking was, the good thing he said is like, yo, it was like man-made, like, awards. Like, he didn't care what somebody made up, because that doesn't define him. And I think we look at these awards, these different accolades, these different, statuses, and put so much weight towards it, but they were really man-made. They don't necessarily define who you are and your value. Or what you really have accomplished. Because who are they to say that you truly accomplished what you were there for? You know, I think those were great milestones. They were great things to say, yo, I got it off the list, but I'm not done, right? Now, some people are going to think of it like, well, we need to celebrate. We need to, show love to those who are doing great. And this is true, right? This is absolutely true. I'm so for the awards and all those great stuff, because you gotta make a person feel as if they're not only doing wrong, right?
Yeah.
We're very quick to be like, you did this wrong, you did that. So let me celebrate the great things that you do, right? But he's like, I don't even need that. I truly don't. It's not my thing. And I see that and I'm like, yo, that would explain why so many years later, you're still coming up with new things as if you were just starting. Like, that was his way of making sure that his creativity doesn't get tainted, that his creativity doesn't stop or hit a ceiling because he thinks that I came into the music business as this and I accomplished that, or I came into entrepreneurship as this and I've done that, right? And I think everybody has to figure out that thing. And it may not be taking all the awards and degrees and all that stuff down, right? But what is it, that thing that's going to keep you humble? What is that, what do you have to remove from your environment, from your room, from your workplace that will always keep you hungry, that will always keep that drive? Like, I don't care if it's a picture of somebody who is struggling or where, like, I love how some people, when they're on their weight loss journey, they'll put a screensaver of what they used to be, right? And be like, yo, I'm not there yet, right? I'm not there yet. I don't want to
go back to that guy.
Right. So, what is that thing for you? For him, it was, I don't need to see the awards, but for you, what is that thing? And actually, Moose, I'll ask you that, kind of like, what keeps you hungry? What keeps you, besides the, like, I'm never settling kind of status or whatever, but what is that thing that maybe you reflect on, or that's not in your house or whatever, that's like, yeah, I haven't made it?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, there's two things, man, for me personally, and they're very personal things that are near and dear to my heart. The first one is, I'm so mindful of this. I say this a lot. It's to reach the expectations of the public but fall short of my potential. I'm so, like, I keep that at the top of my mind. And then also, just because of my personal story and I'm comfortable sharing it, like, literally at any moment, the States is not home for me. I don't have, like a legit home base. So it's like, you gotta squeeze out every ounce that you can, because you're not guaranteed, like, safety, right? And for those who are wondering, like, Moose, what are you talking about? Right? I'm just saying, I'm not a citizen of the States. So for me, at any moment, I walk with the mentality of, yo, at any moment, they can call you to go back home. And when that call comes, you're going to have to pack the bags and leave. So there's a different mentality for it.
Hold on. You like, clean that up, though. I don't want people to think you illegal in these streets. I don't want you, like...
Oh, no. It's not even about being illegal. That's just how the system is set up, right? Mm-hmm. And you play within the rules and you understand. But I'm saying it's a different mentality in terms of how you walk with it, when you know that, oh, I got forever, this is my home, versus, oh, I know at the end of the day, I'm just a visitor here and I have a great opportunity and I got to take advantage of it. So that's just kind of how I look at it, right? It's like, yo, it is what it is. That's how the system is. And I choose to live and play by these rules. And if I don't like it, I can always leave, on my own. But that's just a part of the game that I'm at right now.
Look.
Tell the people what it is for you, though. We want to know. We want to know what keeps you humble and hungry.
My house. I'm gonna be honest with you. My house. And what I mean by that is I try, and some people think I'm crazy for this. I try to have an incomplete house, right? Like for those 3 people who've probably been to my house, shout out to those 3. It's not super furnished or anything like that because I don't want to feel like I'm at home per se, because there's so much more. Like I feel as if how do I put this? That there's so much more to do, and I don't want to feel comfortable even at my own home. Like my room is straight, don't get it twisted, but the home as a complete whole, there's still stuff that still needs to be done and build and everything. And in my mind, I have certain milestones of, okay, when I reach this level, then I'll get this done. When I reach this level, then I'll get this done and things like that. But I never want to come home and be like, I come home to this and everything like that. I really feel as if this is a place that I'm here to work and sleep, right? Work and sleep, not completely relax, because what I need to get done is not done. So work and sleep and a little bit of recharge because I got a PlayStation 5.